Let me share with you an incident that took place with my client, and I've taken his permission to share this. This client of mine has been my client. I've coached him and all that for, I don't know, 8 years we have been together. But actual coaching, I think I did like 3 years. Okay, almost every day he used to come to me and all that. So one of his goals was to get married because he was very lonely, smart guy, average in his career, so he wanted to get married. So I also proposed, why not focus on your career and marriage? So he agreed, he listened to me. And, lo and behold, his career improved gradually. He followed my steps to improve his confidence, his physique, his personality. And, well, guess what? Lightning struck twice, and he found a nice girl, really good girl. Great character, everything. So, got married. However, like the saying goes, no? When you're hungry, anything and everything is important for you to eat. But when your stomach is full, you don't give a damn. Once he got his wifey, coaching started to dwindle and he was not very frequent, and I figured it out because, when you're emotionally high and in love, why should you care for anything else? He was a happy man. And I didn't have anything against him. It was okay. But I had to address the issue, so I told him, see, listen, you don't want to bring this up, but it's evident that you're not being dedicated to your coaching sessions and all that. So I just wanted to say, and how do you want to go forward? So he apologized and he said, I'm spending time with my wife. And so I told him, enjoy yourself. There's no problem. But please, I'm aware of your weaknesses. If there is any major decision or change in your life, please consult me. Okay? He said, yeah, fine and all that. And that was it. Okay. He got in touch with me some time ago. And this is after a gap of, I think, 2.5 years. And he said, I really want to speak to you, please. Really, I'm, desperate. I was like, took me some time to recollect because I don't know how his number was deleted. So, after I asked him who's he and all that, he told me, okay. So he booked a session. And long story short, his wife introduced him to his, brother-in-law. Brother-in-law loved to be a businessman sorts. And he, fell into the sweet talk of the brother-in-law. And they decided to open up a small business in one part of UAE, near Rajman. And it was more of a cafeteria business. And for this, they would sell sandwiches, burgers, juice, shawarma, tea, coffee, just average products. And food for, anybody who wanted. And his investment was supposed to be nearly 250,000. Okay? Now the problem is, this 250,000 is what he saved from a long time. It was his lifeline, his lifetime savings. And he fell for his wife. His wife endorsed the brother. And he believed the wife, he believed the brother-in-law. And the reason he didn't consult me, which he told me later, is because he knew I would say no. So to avoid that and to avoid my screaming and shouting at him, which I normally do when you're my client and you do something stupid, He decided not to tell me and go ahead. And true to what he said, I told him, yes, I would have 100% said no. Don't get into a partnership. Number one, don't involve family members, and don't get into a genre or line you have no expertise in. Simple, basic, and always put the amount of money you're willing to lose. Are you willing to lose at 250,000? Is it okay? He would have said no. So, but he chose not to call me. So after he gave the money, paperwork, everything done, they opened up the cafeteria. First day, red ribbon, and they bought an Emirati local, and they bought all their relatives, everyone came dressed up. He showed me the photograph, nice jing bang, and all looked good. And they took photo, video, Facebook page, and promoted on social media, bought a videographer, photographer. It was as if it was a wedding. And grand opening. Okay. First day, full house, packed. But obviously he didn't charge anyone. Then after that, slowly, he would invite people and all that. But after a week, the excitement died down. Then after 2 weeks or 3 weeks, then he had to start focusing on business. But after a month is where the cafeteria started, or 3 weeks, started to get empty. Nobody was there. They would have to wait for days, and sometimes one full day, only 2 or 3 customers. Sometimes 5, sometimes 0. And they have to pay expenses, right? Staff is sitting idle. And this guy has put 250,000, his entire life savings. And then he started to panic, because he started to remember my words. And he started to get afraid, and next thing you know, I think it was, he kept discussing with the brother-in-law, how can we improve business, why is business not getting better? So the brother-in-law always calmed him down. But there's only so much you can keep asking, after which it becomes nagging. So now the brother-in-law was getting irritated with this guy. And, he started either ignoring or carrying a dam. Finally, their relationship became hostile. And one fine day, he lost his cool. He shouted at my client. And my client was pissed off. And he told him, okay, you give back my money. And so he told him how I can give back. I can't shut it down. You have to wait. So then wife came into the equation, and wife had to calm the brother down and calm the husband down. And now it seems that he tried everything, he can't get his money back. Brother-in-law said, I don't have the money. You want to go put a police case, go put a court case. And court case and police case itself, once you go legal, you have to pay more money. And when he checked with the lawyer, he had to pay, I think, first 15,000 and then 5,000 every time, or 2,000. And he was like, I can't do this. So finally, out of desperation, he called me. Now what I can tell him? I told him, you already broke the glass, and now you are asking me, please help me fix it. How can I do anything? What can I say? Because he was so desperate. He even told me, sir, I'll give you 10%, 20%. You can ask me how much ever commission you want. I said, okay, 10, 20%, fine. Forget that. How can I get the money back, man? Once you give money, people don't return it. And in business, when they want your money, they'll be sweet and nice. But when it's time to collect, the person will show their true colors. And he was so upset, he even started to nearly sob and cry. He said, please, sir, please, it's my life saving. I said, what can I do, man? I said, even if you go to that guy and beg and plead and catch his legs. And now his relationship with his wife has spoiled. They are not in talking terms because she has to support brother as well as him. And over that, he shouted at his wife. Wife told him, you're not doing anything, and she was supporting her brother. So now that relationship has got bad. She is supporting her brother, even though she's married to him. Now his marriage is in problems. Everyday tension. He has no peace of mind because he is now facing the reality he might lose 250,000. His relationship with the in-laws don't give a fuck about him. Everyone who came for the inauguration, all sweet talk. His family is angry with him. Why the hell did you spend all this? You could have started building your own house. You see what has happened? Both the families are not talking to each other. Husband and wife are fighting. His relationship with the brother-in-law is gone. And he has lost his life savings. Not a very, happy place to be, right? I told him, wouldn't it have been better if you called me? Yes, you would pay for my sessions. Yes, I would shout at you, scream at you, make you feel like shit. But at least your life savings would be there. Your marriage would be intact. Your relationship with all these people would be safe. You wouldn't have to go through all this stress. And now what has happened? He was crying. What you can do now? I don't understand what is this fascination of opening a business, especially which you don't know anything. And what is so great about opening a cafeteria? Okay, tea, coffee, juice, burgers and sandwiches. Anybody can make, yeah. So why should they come to you? You expect people to drive down from Dubai, Sharjah, maybe 100 kilometers away and order from you? People within your vicinity, they will. But if they have better options, why will they come to you? Now all the decor, all the money that he spent for the infrastructure, the signage, the staff, the uniforms, the furniture, the equipment. So much of money they spend into all this. If only he had spoken to me. Well, what to do now? Can't do anything, right? Anyway, sometimes what I tell people is, see, if you have a mentor, teacher, guru, or coach, he will say things that you may not like. It'll hurt you, it'll hurt your feelings, but that's much better than, digging your own grave. Anyway, the bottom line is this guy's lost his money. It's gone, finish. Now, with the money gone, now the question is, will he keep in touch with the family, wife's family? How will his marriage survive? What? No. Okay. So it's reversing. Reversing into the No, what is it? Yeah. There was a potted plant, so I was just guiding the guy. And yeah, will his marriage survive? Crazy, right? How one decision can destroy everything. I know many of you will say you should have invested in crypto or maybe property or, well, hindsight is always perfect, right? 22. You look back and you say, oh, I wish you should have done that, this. 250,000 is not a small amount. Dirhams. Gone now. Anyway, what is done is done. Now all he has to do is damage control and see what is next. Anyway, put down your thoughts and comments below. This is me signing off. You guys take care.